Hello guys, and welcome to another ranking video. Today we're ranking all of Nerf Limited. It's not going to be a big list, but we'll see what happens. If you don't know what I do, I rank different stuff, really. Yeah. I've ranked Elite, I've ranked Zombie Strike, I've ranked so many different lines, and today we're looking at Nerf Limited. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. We have 12 blasters to go through, so we're going to see how that does and see how it goes. And with that, let's get right to it. Hope you check out some of my other videos, but today is Nerf Limited, starting out at number 12. The Amban Phase Pulse, the Amban. This is the Star Wars blaster that is awful. It's not a bad blaster, to say the least. Like, it is a you open it, you load a round, you shut it, you fire. It's weak. It has a long barrel that's useless, but it's at least interesting. The handle's way too big and thick, though. Like, that's not a handle, it's just part of the stock. What are the issues? It's $120 or something like that. Something insane. And they literally released a better version of it in orange a few months later for $55. And that's on sale now. This thing was decaled with Sharpie. With silver Sharpie was its details. This is awful for a Nerf Limited blaster. This almost killed Nerf Limited, in my opinion. This was so bad and so terrible, it doesn't deserve anything. Heck, if this was on store shelves for $20 is what I would pay for this guy. I don't care how long it is. It's a one-shot 40 FPS blaster. And what's the difference between this one and the one that they released that was $55? It's a different color. It's little tendrils at the front. These ones are plastic. The other ones are rubber, which make way more sense. And then this one has a little red light in the scope. A little red light. So that's, that has to be another $60 for the little red light. This is awful. This is horrible. We're moving on. Number 11, Type 3 Phaser. This is a cool looking blaster, don't get me wrong. But that's all it is. It's a cool looking blaster. This is a 4-round, 4 shots, internal flywheel blaster. What? 4 shots in a flywheeler. What? Just feel like you could have made that a little bit better. And look at that rev switch. It's just a little weird looking button. It doesn't look good. And on top of all that, why is it so low? Because this thing hits like actually only 40 or 35 FPS. This thing is the worst flywheeler that's been released in a millennia, really. It sucks. For the first, well, actually, just a few years, but it sucks. Like, this thing is honestly worse than N-Strike level. It's bad. It's awful. It looks cool, but that is all it gets. It is a terrible, terrible blaster overall in its entirety. And it just blows. Like, it's not even good. It's just, I don't know what to say for this one, really. It's just awful. It's 11th. It's a 4-shot flywheeler that hits way under FPS. So, 11. Number 10. The Fortnite Scar. Or whatever. I hate this blaster. I hated this blaster. It felt cheaper than most. Mine burnt up after me trying to mod it, but that's my fault. I just don't like the look. I don't like the feel. The magazine's the only cool part with the llama on the side, and this is just a shitty skin. Honestly, if you had original, you could fucking Oh, I shouldn't have. No swearing. No, no, no. At least I'm 30 seconds in. I mean, I can do one. I can do one per video, I think, if that's still the YouTube rules. It is bad. It is a mess. If you have original, you can literally make this paint job with with just spray paint. It looks like ass. It's worse than the original just because it looks worse than the original 10. Oh, it's a 10-shot magazine fed flywheeler. It hits like 60. Number 9, Supreme Burger King foot lettuce. At number 9, we have the Takedown Supreme Edition. I think there's 2 versions. There's a blue and there's a red, and they're insanely overpriced. They're like $80. The original blaster is $20, so I don't know where $60 come from. The Supreme logo, probably. The Takedown is a 8-shot internal magazine fed pump action blaster, and just don't buy a Supreme version. That's all I have to say. Just don't buy one. It's not worth it. You can find a normal one at a thrift store for $5. 9. 8. Magic the Gathering. You get special cards if you buy this one. I can't tell you how many of these I saw. I think this was like $65 or something when it first released. But I just saw them all over eBay for like $40 to $35, being like, oh, we took the cards, but here's a blaster. People bought this blaster not for the blaster, for the Magic the Gathering cards. That just tells you how good this blaster is. The blaster itself is really bad, honestly. I have finally given up trying to make this blaster good in some of my rankings. At this point, I would move it back down because this guy is not good. It hits like 40, 35 FPS. It's a 3-shot shotgun shell, which is fine, but the shell doesn't eject, and getting some of the shells out sometimes is just really hard to do. The design is cool. It is better than the original, but it's not $20 better than the original. 8. Still, don't pick it up. 7. We have G.I. Joe. We have a G.I. Joe. Actually, I have the blaster right here. What is it called? The G.I. Joe Hyperfire. The Hyperfire is a magazine-fed blaster that is one of the fastest firing Nerf blasters, electric blasters, because it uses this almost rotating. No, it uses I don't know why I'm trying to say this because I don't know. A conveyor belt system to send darts into the flywheels. And this 10-round magazine it comes with is, you got about a second. You get to fire this blaster for a second. second and a half. The G.I. Joe look design is honestly pretty cool. I don't think this was the right blaster to pick, because I feel like there's better looking, closer to actually G.I. Joe blaster guns. But I guess it works. It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's overall a decent blaster. How much does this thing is being sold for is the real question. That's what we really need to know, huh? I don't know how much it sells for. If it's around its original price, like $50, $60, sure. If it goes up to 70, if you like G.I. Joe, be my guest. But if it's more than 70, don't do it. It is a cool looking blaster, but it's still not worth $70. And this blaster is kind of outdated, you could say. The fast firing flywheelers is just, if it doesn't hit hard, it's just not really worth it anymore. But you'll have fun with it. I promise you that. You'll have fun with this. You have fun with most of them, actually. Number 6. Phase 2. Type 2 phaser. Oh my god. This is actually a pretty good one. This is actually looks like the blaster completely. It comes in a dual pack with the worst blaster. This one of the worst blasters. But this one, I don't know how it fires. Don't ask me. But all I know is it's cool. It's gonna be weird in the hand, but you can use it. You're gonna do something to prime it. Then probably there's a button on top, is my guess. Maybe where that green is. And it will fire one dart. And honestly, it's good looking. It's cool. It fires one dart. Is it worth the $120 for the dual pack? Absolutely not. But at least it's something, and at least it's cooler. It gets a 6, but still for that price range, I wouldn't pick it up, to say the least. I'm sorry. 6. 5. The Needler. The Needler comes in at number 5, and that's because it uses an outdated mechanism that was from Dart Tag in like 2012. They just shoved it into this one. And yeah, the Needler is cool looking. It is definitely a really good one. It is not comfortable to hold. It is not useful to hold. It only holds 10 rounds, and it's full auto at a very, very slow full auto. As just a piece in general, it looks cool, and if you really need cosplay, $100 for this blaster is not bad. It is $100. It comes with a stand. If you need it for cosplay or just to have on your wall, awesome. But as an actual blaster, it's not worth it. You can buy the exact same Dart Tag blaster for like $20 now, not $100. And that handle is very awful. Because of that, it comes in at number 5, because I still don't think it's a good pickup for Nerf, but it has its uses, so 5. 4. The M41A Pulse. This is the Aliens blaster, and honestly, I like the Aliens blaster. This one is actually pretty good. The stock does not come out, which kind of sucks. It does have an underslung shotgun. Well, not underslung mega, just one-shot mega. And it's a 10-round magazine semi-auto blaster. And yeah, like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, this is honestly cool. Not for the price. I don't remember how much this thing was, but if it's more than $60, it's not worth the price. Because the stock doesn't even come out. The stock is actually the worst part. But if it's more than $60, no, it's not worth it. But if it's around $60, I could say, if you really like Aliens, you can go up to $70. But this is, I should have looked at the prices, really. This guy is cool, but it's just a Strife with an underslung mega shot. So, if you like that, go ahead. It also has an ammo counter on the side, so there is that. But this one's we're getting to like the maybe good, maybe not. It depends on the price. This one's a meh. It's a maybe. It's possible for in Nerf hobby. 4. 3. The Galahorn. This is a crazy, really long blaster that's honestly almost entirely just empty plastic. It uses a shell, which kind of sucks, and fires. I don't even remember. Does it fire like, I think it's 3 elite or 6 elite, and then like 3 mega. And it has so many air release holes in it, you just can't even use the stock shells. Like, honestly, this blaster is $160, and I wouldn't pick it up. It is really cool, and I do understand if you're like a kid and you really want it, that's fair. But this thing hits like 40 FPS just because of them completely destroying their own shells. And honestly, the only way to make this thing good is to 3D print your own shells. And because it's flawed from the start, it's not worth it to me. It's just a one-shot shell ejecting blaster, and you can get that in many different forms. cheaper than $160. You can get something from the hobby for $160 instead of this thing. It's really, really cool looking, but I do not think it is worth anywhere near that price for the air release they put in those shells. Like, it's just awful. 3. It is cool looking though, so it's still here. I'm considering wanting one, but no, I will not fall for this. 3. 2. The Jinx Fishbone Launcher. This guy is, how much? This guy's like $130, I believe. It's a big rocket launcher, not as big as this guy, but it's still pretty decent size, and it's a shotgun. I think it's a six round shotgun, which, if you know, this thing is pretty much just a smaller condenser version of the Judge from Doomlands, that whole 10 3-round shots. So once again, kind of using outdated stuff that failed to begin with. I like this guy because when you prime it, the Jinx shark jaw opens, so that is actually really cool. I do not like how it has a part for your shoulder, because I just know that's not going to fit most people's shoulders. And I feel like they could have done a better stand. It's literally just the handles on the ground, and there's a stand holding up the back. It's good. It's cool. But is it $130 cool? Honestly, I'm pretty sure this could have been an $80 blaster. $90. But no, not another $40 on top of that. Limited is just overpriced. It's just overpriced. So it is really cool, and it does have its uses right in the hobby, but it is still not worth. It is not worth picking up for $130 too, unless you really, really like the game. And the one that literally every big hobbyist I've seen has one, and that's the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is actually a decent price. I think it's $70 or $80. You get this massive 6-round flywheeler, and you get a second actual cylinder that you get to eject this cylinder and put in the new cylinder just like in the game, and that's really cool. This one is a pickup. This is the only one in Nerf Limited that you should actually get your hands on if you like this design, because this is honestly awesome. It is beautiful. It is a 6-round flywheeler. It isn't probably hitting too hard just because of the long barrel, but it is amazing. It works. It does well. And it just does really well. So, the Ace of Spades, the one limited blaster I say is you should pick up. And that is all. Nerf Limited, I think, is not great. It does show some really cool and amazing things. Like just big blasters, really, or like stuff from specific movies. But it's not worth the price for any of it, except this guy. This guy is definitely worth it. None of the other stuff really is. So that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you check out something else on my channel. Rankings. I have challenges. A lot more rankings. I have almost done all of Nerf at this point. But I am not done yet. I still have a lot of rankings left to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Hope you subscribe. Bye-bye.